is happening? We are back with another brilliant unlive edition of UK Prison Stories, brought to you by Bolts, Bars and Bitter Bird, with your usual host, with the absolute most, Carlos Fandango. Let's get it on. We're back in HMP Bullingdon. A lot of stuff goes down in Bullingdon, doesn't it? In Bully. Good thing there was a camera there to catch it all. This episode is going to be about what happens when a gang of individuals set upon another gang of individuals, try and take over a wing. What's the Screw's response? What's the Screw's response? How do they act? How do they find out about it? CCTV snitches. Where do they take the alleged attackers? Probably to the block. Do they twist them up? Probably. If you're interested in that, stay tuned. Let's get it on.
In Bullingdon, officers are concerned about a power vacuum after influential top dog prisoner Anthony Gooch left C Wing. The mood on the wing has changed dramatically, especially since the arrival of new inmate Aaron DeSantos.
Where you get your lot.
I don't know if it was a power vacuum after Anthony Gooch went, but they've got to try and big it up, haven't they? They've got to try and jazz it up a little bit. I've been on many wings, and there's not usually a power vacuum when someone goes. If someone goes, whoever's got the second most amount of drugs on the wing will probably be the top dog. I'm not saying Anthony Gooch had any drugs, by the way, but very rarely is. There's a power vacuum happen. But they got to jazz it up a little bit, haven't they? They've got to pretend all the prisoners are on edge and things like that.
A lot of tough all day, so when you get out, you got all this energy, so you got to do something with it.
What are you doing out here anyway?
That's such a typical prisoner's response. What are you doing out here? What's it fucking matter? What's it matter? What's it matter with you? What I'm doing out here? You hear that a million times, but that's quite funny actually. That is such a prisoner response.
Susan, Mark Walker. Yes, not good, but go on.
As prisoners jockey for position, disorder is spreading across the wing.
You'll have one thing.
What about if you don't want to be top dog, but you just want to be like fourth or fifth in the pecking order? Do you still have to vie for the position? Just asking. Do you have to fight all your like fifth and sixth top dogs to get there? Or do you just become it?
And then all of a sudden everyone joins in and they just jump on the bandwagon.
This was recovered by the phone boxes. It's solid metal.
That's cut from the top of a bed. The head frame of a bed.
It's come from one of the prisoners' chairs.
Chairs?
So yes, if you get that wrapped around your head, or even around your body, it'll do some serious damage.
Thanks for the clarification, Gov. I thought it was from a bed. Maybe it is from a chair. They do look similar, but I'm sticking to to what I said.
The violence is escalating, and there's now a serious threat of anarchy on C Wing. In Bullingdon Prison, officers are now battling to keep control of C Wing.
Before anybody leaves this unit prisoner-wise, they will be completely rubbed down, searched, and they will be wanded. The information we've received is something is going to happen. Okay, keep an eye on me.
You've been given instructions to repeat comply.
In just over a week,
Genuinely, most jails do want you, search you and warn you before you leave the wing. Some jails just give you a quick rub down. I'm trying to think where it didn't happen. Usually they do give you a rub down and then a wand. you know, the metal detector. And well, you've all seen them. It beeps when if it hits metal.
There have been multiple assaults. One so serious, the police have been called in. Governor Ian Blakeman calls a meeting of staff to review CCTV footage of a particularly serious in-cell assault.
Obviously, people are aware we've had a number of assaults over the last couple of weeks in cell.
He needs to identify culprits and interrogate how they did it.
The bit we really want to take from this is just how sophisticated the distraction attempts are.
So one of the ones involved in the first assault is having a good old chat with Officer Robbins, and she said he acted weird because he then puts his hand over his mouth, so that she's had to really concentrate on what he's saying. Eventually, as they come down to the cell, you'll see he speeds up and actually stands in her view in front of that cell, so he's distracting that. And then you'll see the cellmate go in and warn the others, and then they quickly disperse.
It's not very sophisticated. It's just
Something really serious behind this.
it happens all the time. Someone will distract a screw, and it's not very sophisticated. It is, you know, it's quite easy, isn't it? Go and talk to the screw, take the dairy off me while I go and do this thing.
And we need to stamp it out.
The crackdown begins. Officers have been told to target the suspected ringleaders.
We received information that 5 prisoners were involved.
Oh, we those do me sensibly. Knees up to your chest for me, please. There we go. Right, Alice will stand up. Alice will be sensible, shall we?
So they've been relocated from their cells down to the SSCU pending an investigation. C-Wing is currently
They let the big one walk. They didn't try and twist him up. They let the big one walk.
locked down.
In all, 13 prisoners end up in the segregation unit.
Lovely. Thank you, everyone.
Among them is Aaron DeSantos, who's been linked to one of the most serious assaults.
Obviously, I'm worried. I've got 9 months left. If somehow, by some bullshit, they manage to say I'm involved, I'm fucked.
And what about the other guys? Do you know the other guys that were involved?
Yeah, I know everyone involved. I live with the people that are involved with that, but allegedly involved.
It's going to be quite busy and noisy down here, isn't it?
Duty Governor Tarina Greenslade has come to the segregation unit to update all the prisoners on the investigation.
Just doing governor's rounds, how are you? Why are you down here?
Fuck no.
Well, have a try. Why do you think you're down here?
It's not fair, because I haven't done fuck all wrong.
And I'm not saying you
I'm ready
have.
to tell you my story, what happened.
But it's subject to a police investigation, so it wouldn't be appropriate for you to tell me about it. You need to tell them about it when they come back and speak to those that are suspected of being involved.
So I have to stay down until Monday?
Yes.
All right.
That's not as unusual as what anyone thinks, by the way. Old Bill getting involved, police getting involved. They get involved quite a lot when a crime happens in prison. Yes, it's called an outside charge. It doesn't really mean that much. It's not as exotic as what people think. I mean, it's on the boys that got assaulted to tell the police whether they're going to do anything. Would they do that? Probably not.
Oh, this makes just leave it. We carry on doing the rounds. Mr. Santos, how are you?
He's obviously not happy about being told he's staying down until Monday.
I could be better.
I'm not going to make it any better for you. Yes, until Monday at the earliest, all right? Potentially, yes.
Look, I understand that. I'm happy. I'm not happy with it, but cool. You know me, I'm used to
Can we get a shield and observe that, make sure he's okay, but you must have a shield there because the ops panel's come through, please. Thank you, Nigel. I'll get the gate.
She looked at the camera and went, make sure he's okay. In reality, they know he's not good. They just want the spit shield up. It's like a screen they put in front of the door once the observation is glass. The observation flap is glass. If they smash that, which he has, he can put his hand out on the wing and potentially like throw stuff at the officers and whatnot. So they put like a sheet, it's like a sheet in front of the door that blocks him from doing anything. Obviously, because she realised the camera was on. She went, oh yeah, make sure he's okay first. I'm sure it's a high priority.
I thought he put the ops panel.
The priority now for staff is to relocate those believed to be responsible for the attack.
Those that were involved, they're trying to arrange transfers to other establishments around the country. Mr. De Santos left the units. He has been security moved away from Bullingdon to another establishment out of area.
With the ship outs, the investigation is probably going to go nowhere. I mean, yeah, they're going to ask the people that got sorted whether they're going to snitch on them. Probably not. And are the all going to travel all the way from wherever Reading or wherever Bullingdon's now, all the way to wherever all these geezers are? Probably not.
With his history of assaults and violence, a lot of establishments will not take him, but he will not be returning to this prison.
As Dos Santos leaves,
I bet he's gutted.
officers regain control of C Wing.
Shut up!
But it's not the only change on the wing.
Yeah? Don't call me a dickhead again. I've got a good relationship with quite a lot of prisoners on this wing, and it'll be very sad when I leave them in some ways, because, you know...
It sounds like they really love him. Dickhead. Where's the sound gone? We've lost the sound. What can you do? Anyway, it's all over now anyway, isn't it? Do you really want to hear Mr.? He's got the same second name as me, by the way. My name's Aldrid. His name's Aldridge. We could be brothers, we could be related. He could have just added on the GE because he's embarrassed by his black sheep of the family little brother. That's what happens when one of the main men leave the wing and there's a power vacuum and people try and fill it. Do you think that's realistic, or do you think there was just some outside beef that got settled behind the door when everyone was on the wing together? It's probably what happened. Someone probably had more money than someone somewhere down the line. That's usually what happens on the wing. That's why those sort of things usually happen. Yeah, if you enjoyed that, hit subscribe, and I'm sure we will chat again. Adios.